Our opening words today are by Anonymous. A whisper travels through the air from one heart beating to another's care. A smile exchanged, a hand to lift, the smallest gesture becomes a gift. Each seed of kindness starts to grow in gardens vast where love can flow. With every touch, the bonds entwine. Compassion's light forever shines. If Linda would be so kind as to bring up the Book of Life. Thank you. October 5th. We have all lost a remarkable scientist, social activist, and humanitarian, Jane Goodall, the chimpanzee lady. Let us honor her and learn from her. We are all part of nature. From Dennis Shaw, I have a joy. Tomorrow I am leaving on a 2.5-week vacation with my best friend, Tim, and his brother, whatever it is, Leslie. We are going to explore historic sites all over Virginia. See you again on the 26th. We have a tradition of sharing our joys, sorrows, and milestones by entering them into our Book of Life, which is located at the bank of the sanctuary at the right when you come in. You may also email your entry to bookoflife@uufcc.org by Saturday. It will be read on Sunday and written into the Book of Life. I just read from the Book of Life, and Linda brought the book. In the spirit of respectful witness, those present are invited to come forward, share a few words of joy or sorrow, and drop a stone into the bowl of water. You may also do so silently. Please come forward now if you wish. Anybody coming?
Rest in peace, Grandma Susie.
Hi, I'm Jane. I have a sorrow. Alex's grandmother who just died, his mom is my best friend in Illinois, and she has orchestrated taking care of her eldest sister, younger sister, and making sure the caretakers in her mother's house have cared for her. So I'm very relieved for her that she will have less stress in her life. And it also reminds me that my mom died a few years ago at around the same time, so we can both celebrate the lives of our moms that lived a long, full life. Secondly, I'm just here this morning with all of the caring that's exhibited from the time you come in the church. There's a little thing about communication, what works in relationship, that probably Laura has displayed, and just the music, and just the food bounty this morning, all sorts of vegan things for those of us that tend to be more that way. Just the art on the walls. I mean, I came from another church that was big, and just the children that are doing the chalice. I've missed all the children, and it's so fun to have some kids here. It's just so beautiful, the displays in the background. The women's group I attend because of Anne. I just can't believe how full this church is and how many people contribute in so many ways, from Trudy in the kitchen, Aheen, who's helping out. I just feel so great to be a part of this community. And initially, I really missed my other community, but I feel like this is just the right place at this time in my life for me. Thanks.
Again, I'm Mary Holly, and wow, I couldn't agree more. This is such a special place, and I do keep in touch online from Tucson, where I attend a bigger UU church, but I try to make it welcoming there. But really what I wanted to share this morning, one of the reasons I've come back east this trip was to go, also, it seems far away, but when you come east, you go up and down. I went up to Vermont, which is where Linda Poindexter is now. Some of you might remember her. She used to sing with us. She had a beautiful voice. One of the pictures she now has in her memory care room is of her, with the choir behind her, of her leading this congregation. And it just really made me smile when I saw it in her room. But I know I'm tearful. She was my best friend for 45 years over time. And last fall, she said she knew she was losing herself. She wanted to go to be close to her son. She was living at Southport Square, and I said, I bet we could make that happen. And in February, we moved her up to assisted living. And just a month ago, she moved into memory care. And for all those who are dealing with people with Alzheimer's, I just want to say, memory care sounds so final, but she is thriving there because she's getting the attention and support she needs. So she is speaking more than she was when she was here, and she is, as long as she's told what she needs to do, she's thriving. So I just needed to share that sorrow and joy.
Alan L. and Joy, which is rare for me. And I went to the Animal Welfare League, the shelter, animal shelter, beginning of last week. I saw 3 UU members there, and I said, I was looking at dogs. I said, I asked them to adopt this dog. I said, if you don't, I will. So I came back with another UU person. I adopted a puppy, so I have. That's thank you. And there's the sister is available. That last I saw, if anybody wants a terrier, a little terrier. Okay, thanks.
Good morning, I'm Patrick, and I have a joy. I just wanted to mention my partner Michael's quilts today are on display, and meet and greet with him after the service. Yeah.
The final stone represents those joys and sorrows that remain unspoken but are held in our hearts. May we hold all these and one another in love and tenderness, so that this fellowship continues to be a source of strength and comfort, courage and hope in the days ahead. Did you put a stone? Thank you. Now a moment for meditation, and there will be some music. Thank you, Margaret. This month's focus of attention theme is compassion. Reverend Ann will now give her address for about compassion.
I started to prepare a different presentation for you about Clara Barton, a Unitarian and the founder of the American Red Cross. But then things happened in the world, and I changed my presentation. The death of Charlie Kirk led me to approach compassion a little differently. I had never heard of him before, but I was shocked by his shooting death and the subsequent reaction from many quarters. This was a young man with a family, earning a good salary as CEO of Turning Point USA. He was clearly controversial, but nothing justifies gunning down people with whom we disagree. As I thought about this incident and many others that came to my mind, you will recognize the names. The murder of 20 young children and 6 staff at Sandy Hook. A mass shooting occurring when 19-year-old Nicholas Cruz opened fire on students and staff at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida, killing 17 and injuring 18 others. The Uvalde school shooting on May 24th, 2022 at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas, where 18-year-old Salvador Ramos, a former student at that school, fatally shot 19 students and 2 children while injuring 7 others. The list goes on and on. Mass shootings are now an almost daily occurrence, and only the most heinous get reported in the news. We are becoming accustomed to settling perceived differences or anger or frustration in the most violent way possible. And you know, I mentioned only American mass shootings. They are much rarer around the world as other countries control firearms in a different way, but they do happen. We're also becoming complacent about shootings in houses of worship. A number of years ago, there was a mass shooting that took place at the Gurdwara Sikh temple in Oak Creek, Wisconsin, on August 5th, 2012. 40-year-old Wade Michael Page fatally shot 6 people and wounded 4 others. A 7th person died of his injuries in 2020. Some people thought the shooter actually mistook Sikhs for Muslims. A couple of weeks ago, the Hada in Punta Gorda had one classroom burned out. It was set on fire with gasoline. Since that day, a police car has stood guard, ever vigilant to protect this Jewish community. Last week, a Latter-day Saints church in Michigan suffered both mass shootings and a fire that left the chapel a total loss. At least 4 people were killed and 8 others were injured in the shooting and fire, according to the police. This is in all caps. This epidemic of violence in our country must end immediately, said President Trump. How can these horrors in America end immediately? I don't have a clue as to the answer to that question. But my sense is it may have something to do with the soul matter topic of this month, cultivating compassion. Let's take a quick look at the meaning of the word. Compassion, feeling about another's pain, creates action. Now, we recognize the suffering of other people, physical, emotional, mental, even spiritual. And we can be sensitive to their needs. But it only matters if we also formulate a plan of action. Sympathy is the feeling towards another. Compassion is considered in almost all world religious traditions as the most valuable virtue. It's really relatively straightforward. Renowned meditation teacher Jack Kornfield once wrote that setting one's intention is setting the compass of the heart. Our intentions help us guide our efforts to be compassionate and helps remind us why we are choosing to set time aside for compassion cultivating practices. Psychologists Singer and Kamecki make a clear distinction between empathy and compassion. In contrast to empathy, compassion does not mean sharing the suffering of others. Rather, it is characterized by feelings of warmth, concern, and care for the other, as well as underlined strong motivation to improve the other person's well-being. Compassion is feeling for and not feeling with another. Now, cultivating compassion takes more than just thinking that being compassionate is a good idea. It requires concentrated effort to open oneself to the pain of another and then follow with an action plan. As many things of this type, it needs to be continually developed to a greater and greater degree. In other words, formulating our sense of compassion and learning how to act on it is a lifetime project. When you came in, you received a little piece of paper with the loving kindness meditation, and I hope you take it home and think about adding this to your spiritual practices. So we're going to practice just a little today. You can put down the little strip of paper because I'll guide you through this. Become very comfortable in your chair. Make sure that you're not tensing up your shoulders, that your jaw isn't set tightly. Just relax. If you'd prefer, you may close your eyes and follow along. May I be happy. May I be peaceful. May I live with ease. May I be free of suffering. May I feel safe. Now think of someone you care deeply about. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May you live with ease. May you be free of suffering. May you feel safe. Now think of someone for whom you do not necessarily have any warm, fuzzy feelings. Visualize that person as you follow this. May you, that other person, be happy. May you be peaceful. May you live with ease. May you be free of suffering. May you feel safe. And to close the meditation with this final series, think of everything on the planet, other living beings, the plants, the grasses, all that we depend on for our life. May everyone and everything be happy. May everyone and everything be peaceful. May everyone and everything live with ease. May everyone and everything be free of suffering. May everyone and everything feel safe. Now you can gently come back, open your eyes, be present to the here and now. There are other steps you can take to show compassion to others. Speak with kindness. Oh, this is a hard one for me. Apologize when you've made a mistake. Listen carefully and without judgment. Being encouraging. Offer to help someone with a task. Be happy for someone else's success. Something we really try to do here at the fellowship, accept people for who they are. We're all different. Forgive others for making a mistake. Be respectful. Express gratitude and appreciation. Another hard one for me. Be patient. It's a toughie for me. If you go online, you will find more and more and more exercises to grow compassion than you can believe exist. Find others who desire to be more compassionate and maybe practice together. Perhaps someone might even start a meditation group here at the fellowship, bringing together all that energy to focus on growing compassion, love, and care in the world. Now, why might we want to go to all the trouble of developing and practicing compassion in ourselves, in this fellowship, in the world? Without compassion, we have chaos, the very thing we are struggling with in our society right now. I don't think the answer to stopping all the violence and inhumanity is armed military troops in our city or more guns on the street. The answer is to have more compassion for all living things and the planet itself. It is envisioning a world as we would like to see it, and then moving in ways we can toward that goal. Maybe all you are able to do is spend 15 to 20 minutes a day doing compassion meditation. That is enough. Perhaps you can find a Buddhist meditation group and join with others in finding peace within yourself and sharing it with others. That is what you can do. Lastly, we can all speak with compassion, act with compassion, and bring compassion into every situation we may find ourselves. May it be so.
If I may add a few thoughts. We try to be compassionate not only in-house, we try to reach out into the community to work together with others to deal with the various hurts and pains and misery in the world. We try to work with the NAACP, we try to work with the LULAC, we try to work with the various LGBTQ groups that are here, and wherever we can find a place to be of help, like with the Coalition of Immokalee Workers and others like that. We are trying. Surely we can also do better. Now we'll take the offertory. The offering is a sacrament of the Free Church, supported by the generosity of all who join with us, members and friends. It is our privilege and responsibility to ensure the health and future of this fellowship. The ushers may begin, please. If you are here for the first time, do not feel obligated to give. Your presence is your gift. Our ushers are passing among you with the offering baskets. You may also mail checks to the office, drop them in our mailbox, or call the office to make other arrangements. The Venmo app may also be used. If your offering is for another purpose than our operating fund, such as second helping, indicate it on your check's memo line. Your generosity is always appreciated. The offertory music, Teach Us Peace by Margaret.
Teach us peace, O Lord. Show us how to understand acceptance of us all has always been your plan, whether near or far. We can work towards true unity. Each one is a part of this family of humanity. Turn us with your love, O Lord. Open our hearts, remove the fear. Help us act with compassion. All the children, hold them dear. Turn us with your love, O Lord. Open our hearts, remove the fear. Help us act with compassion. All the children hold them dear. All the children hold them dear. Heal our hearts, O Lord, broken by the darkness. Leave the past, find a new way to bring us all into brightness with the light of the sun. Shadows disappear, shine the light on everyone. The light of love, shine it here. Turn us with your love, O Lord. Open our hearts, remove the fear. Help us act with compassion. All the children hold them dear. Turn us with your love, O Lord. Open our hearts, remove the fear. Help us act with compassion. All the children hold them dear. All the children hold them dear. All the children hold them dear.
How beautifully sung. On the order of service, please see the information about what's happening coming up this week. Check the weekly update, our UUFCC website at uufcc.org, and or our monthly newsletter. To highlight fellowship events during the service, email the worship associates at thebookoflife@uufcc.org. I have a few items today. The Art Committee is proud to showcase the beautiful quilts of Michael Raimondi. A reception will follow the service. Meet the artist and browse these gorgeous works of art. Saturday, October 11th at 5:30 p.m., the Charlotte Harbor LULAC is having a dinner dance, Noche Latina, a fundraiser for their scholarship fund. Taking place at the GFWC Women's Club on Tappan Zee Drive in Port Charlotte. This will be the third year that LULAC will be giving scholarships to graduating seniors in Charlotte County. There will be live music, dancing, Latin food, cash bar, and see Betty after the service for tickets. Randy Gerber cannot be here today, but he has a whole big long list of announcements to give. First, the PFLAG Pride event is on October 18th at Lashley Park in Punta Gorda. He is looking for a few people to help him set up the tent and table at 10:45, and then the takedown after the program has ended. Please sign up on the sheet in the bulletin board in the sanctuary. Next, there is the Veterans Day Parade in November, on Tuesday, November 11th. The Social Justice Committee has agreed to participate in the Veterans Day Parade. We expect to have some 14 participants, possibly more, possibly less, you'll see, which includes at least one vehicle, an SUV, and banner bearers. There is a sign-up sheet for that also, which will be available next Sunday. And finally, the 2025 Cumbre de la Fe Faith Retreat will be happening from November 11th through 13th in Immokalee, Florida. The Coalition of Immokalee Workers, the CIW, is inviting faith leaders from across the country and across the spectrum of faith traditions to gather with farm worker leaders in Immokalee for 3 days of connection, reflection, and strategy, ending on November 13th. For decades, the Coalition of Immokalee Workers and Consumers of Conscience have joined together to build a more just food system, uprooting modern-day slavery from America's agricultural fields and ensuring the fundamental dignity of the men and women who labor to put food on our tables. You want to say something?
Hi, I just wanted to let you know, all of you singers out there, especially you people that joined us today, we are starting our first choir rehearsal. We rehearse on Wednesdays at 5 o'clock. Come and join us right here Wednesday at 5. Hope to see more of you then. Thank you.
The closing words today are from Emily Dickinson. If I can stop one heart from breaking, I shall not live in vain. If I can ease one life the aching, or cool one pain, or help one fainting robin until his nest again, I shall not live in vain. The chalice will be extinguished today by me. Please repeat with me. We extinguish this chalice, but not the light of hope, the fire of commitment, or the warmth of community. May these ideals shine in our lives and warm our hearts until we are together again. Go now in peace. The closing hymn is in the gray hymnal 318, We Would Be One. Enjoy the potluck.